SVN and all of our invited guests. Welcome to SVN Live, our weekly property broadcast at SVN International. Today is November 6th, and we welcome you to our presentation. We've got a great lineup of properties for you this morning. I'd like to start out, as we always do, with a couple of economic talking points that might stir some interest in conversations with your clients and your peers. As you know, the consumer confidence and now even the CEO confidence declines a little, but still indicate growth. As you remember, we had consumer confidence still strong last month and CEO confidence down. Now they both have a little decline. I almost wonder if there's a human confidence index that things like the disaster in New York can certainly have an impact on how we feel as people and certainly how we act as consumers. Anyway, the bottom line is we look like we're going to have a continued status quo. Commercial real estate is going to do fine. Everything is fairly stable in our marketplaces, and we have lots to be thankful for. As you know, Real Capital Analytics is one of our great resources here at SVN. They show rising prices in August, and no surprise, biggest gains are in the suburbs. That's where the investors are going for those higher cap rates and better cash-on-cash returns. The index rose 1.1% in August and is up 7.3% year over year. And again, suburban office is up, which is exciting news because I think that's been the product that's kind of lagged everything else. Even though there's been a lot of robust trades, overall volume is down about 6% year over year. Still fairly strong, but still has a little slowness, if you will, from previous year. Looks like we're going to do just fine, though. I expect to have a very good last quarter here at SVN. As we always do, about 40% of our business takes place in the last 3 months of the year. We've got closed deals to talk about, just a few this morning. We wanted to highlight for the advisors. Chris Davis and Henry Hanna just closed this Salisbury, Maryland opportunity. This was a 95-unit mobile home park on 47 acres. That's about as low of density as you're ever going to see in the mobile home park world. Went under contract within 2 weeks. Of course, they got multiple offers on it. Anyone that's doing anything related to mobile home parks is probably doing very well. High demand product. Only $17,000 a space, 7.5 cap. Chris, Henry, congratulations. Beautiful piece of real estate. Also, we want to congratulate Bruce Marshall. He posed for this particular statue when he was 14. And they've kept it up because he's been such a landmark himself in the Dallas marketplace. This is a deal he sold to an international buyer 28 years ago for $4,750,000. This time, $12,500,000. Interesting that Japan's tax structure allows them to write off an asset over a 4-year period. That makes this one heck of a deal. 4.5 cap. Congratulations to our friend Bruce. All right, we've got a great amount of inventory for you this morning to talk about. Everyone's been on the line this morning, ready to present their assets. We have $35.7 million featured inventories, actually a lot more than that, because we've got a couple of subject to offer deals that don't have a price and don't have a fee on it, but almost $1 million in buy-side fee. As you know, 100% of the time, 50% of the commission is available to you when you close a transaction with us, and you're going to see some real good opportunities to do that. First up, we're going to bring Jerry Fumi and Vic Vanovich. They have joined forces in Ohio for just one of those subject to offer properties, 70 acres.
Good morning, SVN. Vic Voinovich and I are happy to introduce this 70.61 acre parcel of land located in Oberlin, Ohio, which is the home of the prestigious Oberlin College, considered an Ivy League school of the Midwest. Oberlin is located approximately 40 minutes southwest of Cleveland, Ohio. The city of Oberlin is the quintessential college town. The site is located near the intersection of US Route 20 and State Route 58, which is the major commercial district of Oberlin. There are many amenities at the corridor, including Walmart and other commercial uses. The Lorain County Joint Vocational School is located directly across the street from the subject property. Based on a housing study completed earlier this year by Cleveland State University, it has been determined that there is a shortage of a variety of housing types in the city, which has created a tremendous opportunity with regard to this parcel. The City of Oberlin wishes to collaborate with a developer to rezone this parcel under a master plan, which include future commercial use, apartments, assisted living, along with cluster and single-family homes. This is great for a developer to be able to walk into a city with what is essentially a clean piece of paper and lay out a site with the city in order to fulfill the recommendations of the housing study. Pricing for the site is to be determined subject to final density and acreage. For more information regarding an in-depth offering memorandum and our drone video, please contact Vic or myself. Thanks again and have a great day.
All right, Jerry, thank you very much. You likewise enjoy the day. Let's go to Kristen Wilson-Asman. She's on this morning. She's got an auction arranged with Mr. Auction himself, Bill Minish.
Hi there. Good morning, SVN. Good morning from SVN Wilson Commercial Group in Columbus, Ohio. We do have
Kristen, we lost you. If you accidentally maybe hit mute, let's see if we can get you back.
Am I back?
You're back.
Okay, great. Technical difficulties. Just want to say that we do have an incredible opportunity here in Columbus, Ohio for 64 apartments. It's a 64 apartment auction. It's a portfolio, and these are large 2- and 3-bedroom townhouses all located within 5 miles of downtown. We've got strong management in place. The properties are 95% occupied, and the NOI is over $250,000. Everybody out there is looking for a great deal, and I really think this is it. The sellers are dissolving their partnership, which is why they've decided to go with our SVN Accelerated Marketing Program, and we are excited to work with Mr. Auction, Bill Minish at minishauctions.com. We've had great success working with him in the past, and it's exciting because the word is really getting out on this property, this offering, and I want to encourage the brokers and agents who are listening. It's possible that your clients are already registering online for this just because of the accelerated SVN marketing platform. So you want to go to the auction website, minishauctions.com/auctions, and click on the links there. You might have to do a short login, but you want to download that agent broker registration form, and you want to download that OM and get that out to your database. Get your clients registered with you because, again, we have had a lot of excitement. Again, the dissolving of the partnership is what really gives the buyers that opportunity to pick up a great investment. And there's upside. Currently, the sellers are not doing water bill back, and that is a standard in the Columbus, Ohio market that the tenants would pay for the water. So that's something that it's a major upside on the property, as well as we believe some increases in rents as well. I just want to mention quickly about Columbus, Ohio. I think you guys have heard me talk about it, but Columbus, Ohio is a fantastic place to invest. It's now the 14th largest city in the nation. We have an MSA of over 2 million people, and we're anticipating a 50% growth over the next 10 years. So we anticipate growing by 1 million people over the next 10 years. We are #1 in the Midwest in job growth and population growth, and #3 in the nation in millennial population growth. So it's a great area to invest, and this is that great opportunity. I want to mention in closing just the auction website again, which is www.minishauctions.com/auctions, and you will have a huge well of due diligence there and auction information. Thank you so much.
Kristen, thank you very much, and I did not know the size of Columbus, Ohio. Thanks for sharing.
Now you do. Now you do.
That's right. Let's go to Tom Atchison, Frank Jermusic, Mr. Resort, and Cameron Peterson. They've joined with Doug Wright on another gorgeous golf course that just makes me want to retire and buy it.
Good morning. Thank you for the introduction. Yeah, like you said, it's a beautiful golf course. It's centrally located in Michigan, about an hour north of Grand Rapids, about 2 hours south of Traverse City, and about 10 miles from Central Michigan University. So really is a centralized golf course. It's It's a 15.7 cap based on actual income, so very good cap rate. Does a little over $200,000 per year in NOI, so it's a profitable operation. They come fully staffed, PGA Pro that could stay on, and all equipment is owned. That includes 70 golf carts as well. And not to mention, there's been a great increase in memberships the past few years. So please feel free to give me a call on the property. Again, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, and thanks for letting me dream. Let's go back to Chicago. Scott Mazel and Drew Dillon have an opportunity for you on one of the hottest streets in Chicago, Lake Street, priced at $1,990,000. Drew, we need you unmuted.
All right, you got me?
I got you.
All right. Hello, SVN. We have a bite-sized deal here in Fulton Market, which is the hottest submarket in Chicago. We've got the likes of McDonald's headquarters relocating here, Google's Midwestern headquarters located here, and lots of other main big developments in the area. This property is directly next door to a 200,000 square foot mixed-use Class A development, which is just being completed. It is across the street from a 220,000 square foot Class A office building, which is just coming out of the ground currently. It is 1 block from McDonald's headquarters, 1 block from the CTA green and pink line stops, which is the subway that we have here in Chicago. It is also 1 block from Google's headquarters, so ideally located here in the West Loop. The current tenant is paying $8,000 a month gross. It's a cigar shop that's been in there for a few years now. The lease runs through October of 2018, and there is a mutual 90-day termination clause in that lease. We believe the tenant would like to stay in place, so there's an opportunity for someone to come in and purchase this property and leave the tenant in there, or develop it and put new tenants in there. Give me and Scott a call or email if you want any additional information, but this one will probably go pretty fast.
All right, Drew, thank you very much. Chicago is one of the few places in America you can still smoke a cigar, so congratulations on that listing. Let's go to Nick Malagisi, our National Council Chair for Self-Storage. He and his co-chair, Connie Neville, have joined forces for this outstanding development opportunity, it looks like.
John, good morning. Good morning, fellow SVN advisors. Connie Neville and I are pleased to present an adaptive reuse opportunity for an old, tired building that has seen better days to convert into a modern self-storage facility in an established neighborhood just outside the city of Hartford, Connecticut. Property basics are the following. Demographics, 47,000 people within the 3-mile primary trade area, which is a healthy amount. Competition is minimal. This is what we call an infill location. The neighborhood has high barriers to entry. The location is retail in nature. Property is located on the Silas Dean Highway, which is a 4-lane arterial carrying 22,000 cars a day, 1/8 of a mile north of the I-91 interchange. This is an industrial building, industrial zoning that happens to have retail frontage and exposure, 350 linear feet on Silas Dean Highway. Next door is the CVS drugstore, TJ Maxx, Bed Bath & Beyond, for example, are national retailers along the strip. The economics of the deal are that we have a 78,000 square foot all single-story building situated on 3.5 acres, where we can do a conversion and add in single-story self-storage buildings as well. Preliminary cost to convert, including the $2.1 million to purchase the building, is about $6,250,000, and the market rents will make a fine yield of 36% IRR 5 years from now, or $11 million. We are looking at all SVN big box vacant listings similar to this one to see if they might qualify for self-storage conversion. We are literally working on 50% of our deals that are development deals right now, just like this, and we would encourage any of the SVN advisors out there that have a client with a similar situation, whether it's retail or industrial, to give us a call. Thanks for your attention this morning.
All right, Nick, thank you very much. Outstanding opportunity for all of us. Let's go to Ollie Mushtak. He's always got a deal for us. Today's no exception. Ocala, Florida, $2,105,000 for great tenancy.
Thank you, John. Good morning, everyone at SVN. This Dunkin' Donuts and Subway's is being represented due to a reprice. The current repricing is at 5.5 cap rate. It is in the state of Florida. It's a tax-free state. The income is $115,775. That does not include the operating expenses, which are pass-throughs by both of the tenants, which include real estate taxes, maintenance, and insurance. I think the owner is very aggressive. We'd like to see all offers come in, and like to have a year-end closing for this year. If you have any questions, the co-broke is 1.5%. Feel free to reach me at my contact information below, and let's get a deal done this year. Thank you. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Ollie. Sure appreciate everything you do. Let's go to Jeff Hammond. He's going to present on behalf of his partner, Dale Krevitson. They've got a Marietta, Georgia deal that's very good looking and priced at $2,295,000.
Thanks again, John and SVN. Yeah, myself and Dale Krevitson have a property we'd like to present. The numbers are very explanatory. This is hot. We put this on the market a little over a week ago, and we've had multiple inquiries. Once again, completely remodeled, brand new electrical. Everything has been replaced here, AC units, etc. You're looking at $75,000 roughly a door here, and it's at 8.216 cap. In Marietta, which is outside of Atlanta by the Cumberland Mall and right by Dobbs Air Force Base. This is a must. It won't last for long. Next time you see this building, it'll be on the side as a sold property by SVN, I hope. So have a great day.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. Let's go to Big Joe, Little Joe, and Nick Malagisi. I think Joe is going to tell you all about this office opportunity, priced at a hugely reasonable $19.23 a foot.
Good morning. It's Joe Rowley here. This is another great collaboration with the SVN team. This lead for the listing was generated by Tony Youssef out of our asset advisory group in San Diego. And it's a collaboration between ourselves here in Rochester and Nick Malagisi in the Buffalo Commercial Realty office. And another side is the Rochester office was also able to pick up the property management on this building, which is a nice added bonus. The building itself totals 130,000 square feet on 2 floors. The upper floor is currently occupied by a tenant that has just over 6 years remaining on their lease. The asking price is $2.5 million, which represents a 10.6 cap rate based on the 2018 pro forma with just that existing tenant in place. That tenant does have the right to terminate in a year, about 3 months, if they move out of a 10-county area, or if they do have a one-time right to downsize based on employee count. The upside potential is substantial by placing a tenant on the first floor. A logical breakdown would be 15,000 square feet at a minimum, up to 60,000 feet. This is a plug-and-play call center, over 350 stations on the first floor that are ready to go. Plenty of parking in the area. Also, just a couple other added features. It's been extremely well maintained over the years. There's a 15,000 kilowatt generator, redundant fiber feed, rooftop solar and a high level of security in the building. There's also a marketing effort for the lease of it, the first floor again for call centers, so we're pursuing that to increase that value of the building. If any questions, please reach out to either ourselves or Nick Malagisi. Look forward to working with you.
All right, Joe, thank you for that great opportunity. Let's go to the historic community of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Chamberlain Carruthers and Joshua Blackledge have one for you, priced at $2,899,000 and change.
Good morning, SVN. Happy to be on the call this morning with this great opportunity for 42 units of 2- and 3-bedroom townhomes in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Relatively new development, built in 2008. With a lot of land, looking at the University of Southern Mississippi, just shy of 7 acres. We have the unique opportunity we actually took over the management of this property about 1.5 years ago. It was self-managed, just kind of in management disarray, so we spent the last 1.5 years stabilizing the asset, and happy to say we've done so and secured the listing from the owner's agent who is co-opting the listing with us out of a non-SVN office, so we're thrilled about that opportunity. But the property still has a good bit of value-add opportunity to go. We stabilized the property with a little bit of aesthetic improvements. We see a good upside on this development. The market itself, if you're not familiar with Hattiesburg, Mississippi, we sit about 50 miles north of the Gulf of Mexico. It's home to the University of Southern Mississippi and over 14,000 students. This property sits approximately 200 yards from the north boundary of the University of Southern Mississippi. We also are situated less than 1.5 miles from South Mississippi's major medical hub of Forest General Hospital and Hattiesburg Clinic. The market itself is very strong with a 98% occupancy at the moment. And Hattiesburg overall has 4.1% unemployment, on par with the national average, and we've received $2 billion in capital investments in the area in the last 5 years. So this is a great opportunity to get into multifamily, relatively new in a gated community, looking at major education. So we look forward to speaking with you.
Chamberlain, thank you very much. Exciting time for that part of the world. Steve Wilson and Chris Bai have an opportunity for you, multifamily portfolio in one of the nicest little historic areas of Pennsylvania, Reading, Pennsylvania, priced at $3,950,000.
Good morning, John and SVN. This is Steve Wilson calling you, or speaking to you from SVN Imperial here in Allentown, Pennsylvania, where I should say it is always sunny, warm, and beautiful. We're excited to present to the SVN community a portfolio of 93 multifamily units, mostly 1 to 3 bedrooms, housed in 34 individual properties. The properties all reside within a 2.5-mile radius in a very densely populated area of Reading, Pennsylvania. And if you're not familiar with Reading, it's located in southeastern Pennsylvania, strategically situated along a major transportation route from central to eastern Pennsylvania, which puts it about 60 miles northwest of Philadelphia, 40 miles west of Allentown, and 60 miles east of Harrisburg. Now, Reading is the county seat of Berks County, has a population of over 88,000, and is the 5th largest city in Pennsylvania. The region is home to over 600 manufacturing companies, has over 400 company headquarters, 189 of which are international companies. And after manufacturing, healthcare is its 2nd largest industry, with over 27,000 healthcare workers living in the area. It's also home to 5 institutions of higher learning, including Albright College. And the population is projected to grow 20% by 2040. So all of these factors contribute to Reading being an extremely stable market for investors. And this particular portfolio provides an excellent opportunity to maximize value, as each of the 34 buildings can be sold at their highest price. With a 9.4% cap, we think this investment opportunity is going to go quickly, so we're ready to take your calls and emails. So we look forward to hearing from you, and we wish you a great week.
Steve, I think you're right. Nice job on that. Let's go to Kai Youngman and Logan Faza Curley, and I probably messed that up, but he'll correct me. Hershey, Pennsylvania opportunity priced at $7.5 million in the category everybody's looking for, medical office.
Thank you, John. This is Kai Youngman. Actually, Logan's not with me today, but this property is located, as you said, in Hershey, Pennsylvania. It is a 97% occupied Class B medical office building. It is currently anchored by Penn State Health, Hershey Medical Center, which is actually located about 10 minutes away from the property. The current tenant roster is comprised of East Chocolate Dental, the Tesco and Drewby law firm, as well as Option Insurance and Keller Williams. Right now, the tenants that are in there, Keller Williams and Options Insurance, have a couple years left, and I'll get back to that in a second. But the property has been remodeled a couple times in the last few years, most recently this year. Currently, the owners have spent over $1 million on improvements to the property. And I mentioned before about the short-term leases of Keller Williams and Options Insurance. Currently, Penn State Medical Center is looking to lease up any available space that remains inside the center. At the moment, there's 895 square feet that can be converted into office space. But basically, going forward, Penn State has indicated that they would be willing to take up any tenant space that becomes available. In the area, you have Hershey, the corporation, as well as several other large corporations. Hershey is one of the wealthier areas of Pennsylvania. They have demographics that are above the national average. I encourage anybody that has a client that is interested in this property that might be put off a little bit by the aggressive cap rate. Our sellers are well aware of that. So I encourage you to go ahead and submit an offer. This is an excellent property, and it has some value add potential, so it's a great deal.
Kai, plus you get to own a property in one of the most beautiful communities, and you have street lights that are shaped like Hershey's Kisses. So that's another winner. So congratulations to both of you on that listing. Let's come back to the Chicago marketplace. John Gwill out of our SVN Chicago commercial, Joel Miller and Neil Johnson have joined forces from SVN Landmark to list a Wheaton retail center that I think you're going to like.
Morning, John.
Good morning, Neil.
SVN Landmark is very pleased to collaborate with SVN Chicago on this nice national grade investment asset in suburban Wheaton. It's about 25 miles west of downtown Chicago. Joel Miller and John Gwill had the leasing assignment for the past 2 years and succeeded in securing over 25,000 square feet of new tenants, bringing the current occupancy to over 99%. Joel and John's established history with the property, combined with a solid presentation assist from SVN legend John McDermott, help us to secure the listing in spite of tough brokerage competition. Shops of Wheaton has a diverse mix of internet resistance, retail, service, entertainment, and professional office tenants. There is an income upside, with most leases having strong annual increases, plus much of the center was leased at below market rental rates. So any new vacancies that we have actually adds to the upside. Within a 5-mile radius, the average household income exceeds $100,000, and the suburban population within 5 miles is over 280,000. In summary, this is an attractive investment with high occupancy, attractive market cap rate, long-term upside on rents, and strong suburban demographics. A bonus for a buyer is that existing property management and leasing teams can be retained if needed. We're offering a 2% co-op commission and look forward to your calls. Thank you.
All right, Neil, thank you very much. Just a wonderful opportunity for everybody on the call. We have events and webinars, as you know, all the time here at SVN, and this week's no exception. Later today, 11 on the West Coast, 2 on the East Coast, our Hospitality Council Chair will take the mic. Tuesday, November 7th, our leasing team, Neil and Walt Arnold, will take place 8:30 West Coast, 12:30 East Coast. And then on Wednesday, Catherine House will take the microphone at 9 on the West Coast, noon on the East Coast, and talk to you a little about medical office. And then Saturday morning, I'd love to have you join me at 8:30 on the West Coast, 11:30 on the East Coast. I'm going to equip you with some information, templates, and plans for 2018 so that you can make even more money going into next year. We also want to remind everybody that ICSC New York deal-making event is taking place. SVNI will have a booth at number 2923 there, December 6th and 7th. And as I've mentioned to you before, of all of the ICSC deal-making sessions, that's a great one because every owner's wife goes with them to New York to shop for after the Thanksgiving holidays and before Christmas, so you get the best of the best in terms of decision makers. Please join our team there. We look forward to seeing you there. And also looking forward to seeing everybody at the Hyatt Regency Tamayaw Resort and Spa in New Mexico, March 7th to the 9th. We have an outstanding group of presenters for you. We've got great activities for you, and it's going to be unlike any SVN conference of the past. So please join us for the 2018 annual conference. It should be part of your 2018 business plan. As you know, everything that we do at SVN is at www.svn.com, and 100% of the time, 50% of the commission is available to you when you close a transaction with us. We look forward to you doing just that, and we hope you have a great week. Good day.